So we wanted to show you how the app works. So we're just gonna fire up the build and show you how it works basically. First we click on the app and you can see the logo, Arrivation, that's the name of the app. And you wait and you can see the homepage basically, or you can here click to hide and show the logo. Then you begin. And for example, you can add it to your hospital list here, and then you click next, and then it's gonna appear these lyrics from Latin. But then you click display hospital selected, and it actually shows you the list of hospitals that you previously selected. Um, then you can of course, I don't know, click San Jeronimo and then check for the nearest hospital. In my case, it's this one. And if, I don't know, you have it right here. You can reset it, show San Pedro again, and go back and forth. And we actually included the website for Muguerza, which is a very good hospital, we think. So you click on it, and it takes you to the webpage of Hospital Muguerza. So it's very easy to use and to find very quickly. And yeah, that's it. And you can, for example, imagine you select these hospitals, bring them over here, you display them, they're there, and then you can clear them as well. And later we're gonna add information about the app, like our motive and the people that, well, basically it's the people that want to sponsor us, the hospitals that want to be included in this app. For example, we can plan long term that there's gonna be a button to call the hospital directly, or maybe just to let them know that you're coming, or if it's a very life and death situation, you can actually share them your location. We want to try to share the location so they can come pick you up while you're on your way. So for example, I don't know, I need respiratory help, and I just can't get it in my car, right? Because there's no equipment. So while you're driving to a hospital, an ambulance can come and pick you up halfway there, so it's going to be faster. It's going to diminish the time by 50% if you're meeting halfway there. So yeah, that's basically it. That's basically Arrivation.
Our project is called Arrivation, and basically it works by explaining to citizens how to get close to a hospital when an emergency happens. And this will work by clicking several emergency buttons in the app that will cause a map to open instantly and give you directions to the closest hospital. The problem this app will solve is that people may die when an emergency happens and they don't know how to get to the closest hospital. Our solution basically is giving the directions for the closest hospital, and the main objective is to help persons arrive faster to a hospital and have less deaths annually. For this application, we're using Swift and Xcode as they are the applications we are using in class. We came up with this idea after one of our friends had an accident in the park La Huasteca, and we needed to take him to a hospital. We had a lot of trouble finding the nearest hospital, and we thought there has to be a better way to find the closest hospital. In our app, Alejandro was in charge of image and part of the coding. Federico was in charge of the coding and making sure the app did work when wanted. But in reality, we both help out everywhere. We also had help of a professional programmer to develop our app, as we wanted to have a better final product and exchange ideas to create a great final project. Our goals for our app is to reach at least 3,000 people install the app on their phones after 6 months of launching the app. Our main competitors are Hospital Finder, Nearest Hospital Finder, EBNet Finder Now. And our strengths are that if it has an easy platform that makes it easy to use. Our weaknesses are that now it will only work with iOS devices. Our opportunities are that there is not that much competition or similar apps. Our threats at better apps are that have more incomes that make them have a better strategy. Our app is going to be free for everybody, but it only works if you live somewhere in Monterrey metropolitan area for the moment. Our strategy for monetizing our app is by advertising only medical related companies that want to use our app to promote a product or service. The money we earn will be used to create a network among the hospitals. In case you are going to a hospital, you can message them your own on your way to the hospital so they can prepare you for your arrival. And later we can go so far to sharing your live location so that an ambulance can take the patient midway to a hospital. This is in every extreme cases where the person might not reach the hospital. We actually don't need a lot of money to start the app because there's no material needed, but we need to pay a professional programmer that writes the permit on App Store and several other things that we think won't sum up more than 100,000 pesos. The percentage of equity is 15% of the company for 60,000 pesos. We estimate that no more fundings will be needed if we go to an agreement with a company that will want to promote their product or service, and therefore we will start getting incomes.
Thank you very much for listening to our elevator pitch, the business model, and to watching the video of how the app works. Hopefully you like it and think it's a good idea. We certainly think this could save a lot of lives in the long run and could educate people to knowing where is the nearest hospital in case of an emergency.